So Phil Baxter was staying in this hotel room.
Yeah.
They do not talk about a man named Gary that was also staying in the hotel room with him, right? Now, Gary sounds like a real fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Right? He is kind of a... He's a very weird man. It seems like he's got like they said he was real particular about the room. He came in and they got sort of like lumped together. Phil Baxter. So same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
He is lying back in bed at night. The room is illuminated with light. He wakes up to an alien next to him, a gray, black eyes, who's got a small black wand in her hand. His hand. Who knows?
It is.
It's
alternately described as a black wand or a black rod.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And it touches to his forehead. He wakes up on top of basically wakes on top of a table, sitting there with a female gray in front of him. And he's just hanging out there, and they got this wand, and they're just kind of like tapping him with the wand, the wand, and he's just like, oh, what's going on here? It's like, why, like, you know, like, what's happening here? And they're like, you know the drill. She's like, but don't, you know, like, it's going to be fine. We'll be done with you soon. We're just running some tests on you. Totally normal. Scratching at the bottoms of his feet, which is another thing I didn't realize. They literally go like,
yeah, that sounds good though. I could go for one of those. It's like a pet egg.
Yeah, it seems nice.
Yeah,
but at the same time, it's like, imagine if Mike Lawrence was doing it with his hands.
You know,
right.
So the Greys have really sweaty palms.
Really sweaty palms.
Mike Lawrence from the Nerd of Mouth podcast.
He's great. Yeah. And so he didn't realize that like Gary got picked up too.
Yeah.
But Gary is next to him, getting fucking ripped, right? And he's looking at
what
Gary,
do you mean
right?
ripped? He's getting torn apart anally or something?
He's sitting there watching, and this alien's got like kind of like poking him with a thing, and he's watching Gary going like,
he's freaking out
with a tube up the front of his dick and a tube up his ass.
Oh, wow.
Right? They're
both,
doing both, right?
Yeah,
and
double.
they're just hit him all this stuff,
DP.
and they're like. They're going at him and going at him and going at him. And he's just like, what's going on? What are you doing to Gary? You know, and they're like, don't worry. That's not going to happen to you. And he's just like, well, what do you mean? And he's just like, you know what we mean. And he's like, he said, I have this overwhelming feeling like I was a member of their family. And they're like, there's some of you that we're way more interested in than others. Some of you have more of a reason to be here. And some of you just end up here. Mm-hmm. And basically, it was just this illuminating thing of just being like, because he said that he grew up with these psychic experiences. Like he could tell when earthquakes would happen. And he would do,
like a dog.
Like a dog. And so Gary got the short end of the stick real hard.
Yeah,
and so
sounds like he got the long end of the stick, really.
And then when he woke up, so he wakes up, they wake up and he feels like, oh, I got a headache, man. Wake up to Gary in the bathroom screaming, Phil, come in here. I've got a mark on my penis. And so they're like, what are you talking about? And he's just like, no, I'm not fucking coming in there. I'm not going to come and take a look at the mark on your penis. No, there is a bruise in here with 3 puncture wounds on the tip of my penis. You don't want to see it?
Oh, man.
He's just like, no, man, I lost the bet.
Yeah, they were just
to room with you, Gary.
They were randomly chosen together.
They told me it would happen. I didn't believe them.
So what's not included in the outline, I want to just go and read some of what happened to Gary in a previous life. So Gary decided to meet Yvonne. Gary was a very reluctant member of the Research Society because it seems like he got a lot of things happen to him. This was him as a boy.
It seems like these aliens, we might have it all wrong. We think that they abduct rednecks, but I think these might be the redneck aliens that are coming down here. They seem they seem to be doing a lot of local activities.
They seem to be, to me it sounds like just a whole bunch of shots in the dark. Like they're just sort of experimenting, but they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
Throwing some shit in there. They just have to have gallons of semen.
Yeah. Gallons of semen, and what they're doing with it.
What are they going to do with it? Yeah.
So poor Gary. So he had a thing happen to him. He woke up as a boy with at a Boy Scouting trip. He woke up. I mean, you know.
Well, we know.
Okay, so far we've got don't want to stay in Grandpa's house,
right?
Mm-hmm. And now we've got Boy Scout trip.
Boy Scout trip.
Right.
He woke up with 2 scoop marks on both sides of his ass.
Right? He did.
He got it real bad, and he woke up and he doesn't remember what happened to him. So finally, it's so. He says, while sleeping one night, and during hypnotic regression, I awoke to something touching my feet.
Do the Gary voice that you were doing last night.
It's September 1977 while sleeping one night. I awoke to something touching my feet there. At the foot of my bed were two small dark figures. And I was like, hey, hey now. All right, I saw them and I immediately fell back asleep. I believe this was an abduction experience. So I'd like to do some sort of hypnotic regression with you, Yvonne. So,
man, this guy can really sleep through a lot of stuff, though. I would stay awake if that happened to me.
Oh, yeah.
But,
all right, so he wakes up to, I think there's a light in the room. I think somebody's moving over to my shoulder. Yeah. It's right. I saw the guys. It's the guys I saw at the foot of my bed. It's them. Standing there. I think he's looking at me. He's touching my shoulder. Okay. I think we're moving to the window. I can't really be sure. Somebody's touching my forehead and my shoulder. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now they're touching again. On the left side. My body feels like it's shaking. They're touching me.
Yeah.
All right. Now they're touching me on my back. Down my spine. Oh, he's touching my spine. He's moving up and down my spine. I don't think I have anything on. I don't think I'm wearing any clothes. Further down near my butt. They're at my butt. I think they're moving my legs. Oh, they're opening my legs. They're opening my butt.
Oh no!
This is direct transcript.
Oh, Gary!
They're grabbing me. My penis. They're grabbing my penis. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. This guy, he says, "Don't worry, it's not gonna hurt," you know. But then I think he touched me with something that's gonna give me an erection.
Oh no!
I can't control anything. I think you're sticking something inside me there. In my penis. They're sticking it in the end of my penis. Some type of tube. It's a long silver tube. It hurts. It definitely hurts.
Yep.
I just feel tingly, and I just got a light on it. The long silver tube, I think it's got a thing on the end of it, sort of like a bigger tube. It's going into a bigger tube.
Oh, like a Russian doll type thing. Huh?
Yeah, and then they said that the tube attached to a gigantic X-ray machine on the wall, right? So that happened to him.
So they opened up his butt, huh? That is a visual. I don't even know how to visualize the opening of the butt. It's the cheek thing, and then you got the hole.
Oh yeah, and then so he walked in.
You can visualize opening up of the butt.
Yeah, I picture. I mean, I guess I have to picture Gary like Henry, so I know what Henry's butt looks like because the whole goddamn world does. So I just picture two little butt cheeks. They're opening up my butt.
That's exactly what it is.
And so pancakes, opening it up.
This
Hold
is
him over.
his testimony from after he was trying, because so she asked him So basically, Yvonne was like, "So what happened after the fact? Like when you woke up that morning, when that thing?" Because he did not remember anything from the night at the Hotel Coronado.
No,
he did not remember anything. But Gary and Phil's relationship fell apart. Like they were sort of talking before. Yeah, but they were like, because basically Gary locked eyes with Phil while they're on the abduction thing, while he just watched him get raped and not doing anything.
Yeah,
he could have vouched for him.
Phil did not leave his room for the rest of the conference.
No,
he did not want to talk to anybody. Yeah. He didn't want to interact with anyone. Man. He just stayed inside
he saw some
and watched
bad shit.
CNN all day.
He had to room with Gary, and so that'll just ruin it for anybody.
This is where you could just see all of Gary's character. So it's just like, we caravanned up to Carlsbad where we had lunch or early dinner, and that's when I mentioned the mark to a bunch of people. And because he started talking about, at dinner the night before, he kept talking about how he's got a mark in his penis. He wants to come and see the mark in his penis.
Yeah.
So finally, I took Jesse inside the restroom with me.
Jesse, male or female?
Yeah, he's a male.
Okay.
Yeah, because I wanted him to witness. I want him to witness it. Yeah. Witness. Now, see, I was trying to take photos of the mark. Yeah, I was trying to take some photos of the mark for the people, because she's like, so you tried to take photos of the mark? She's
1994, so he picked up a disposable camera from the Conco.
Legitimately, that is all in here?
He would have to go and get that. Someone else would have to develop that film for him, so somebody got a fun little surprise.
You know, I gotta say, there was a lot involved in trying to take the pictures. What it involved was I had to suck in my stomach. I lay my penis erect, not flaccid, on top of a towel on top of the washing machine, and maintain retain all of that. Keeping it on the towel, my belly sucked in, and my penis erect. This was the day after, and in fact, it became all too much.
So the only way he has to get hard and suck in his penis.
Now the photographs just show a flaccid penis kind of popping out over a fat belly.
I like Gary.
I like Gary.